Hello children and welcome to your English class. Well, today before we begin with our topic, I'd like to take you down memory lane. The time when you as children read fairy tales or small bedtime stories. I'm referring to a story which you must have read when you were very small. The story of the three pigs and the big bad wolf. You remember children? Those three pigs had built homes for themselves. One built with straw and one with sticks and the other with bricks. And the big bad wolf came and huffed and puffed and tried to blow their homes away. The straw house was destroyed, the sticks house was destroyed, and which remained? The house made of bricks. That was the big bad wolf blowing, isn't it? Now just imagine if Mother Nature were to blow on you. Mother Nature treats us in her own way. Sometimes she is so gentle. She showers her choicest blessings on us in the form of warm sunshine, gentle rain, and calm and soothing wind which caresses us. But at some other times, she wreaks havoc on us and then sends down calamities like cyclone, earthquake, typhoons, hurricanes, and so on. And what happens then? So many things are destroyed. Are we ready to brace all these things? What shall we do? Mother Nature teaches us that too. She tells us that strong people have strong hearts, they build strong homes, and they are ready for these natural calamities. So what do we do, children? We have to be strong to face all the problems in our life. Now this is what we are going to do today. We are going to read a poem called Wind, written by Subramanya Bharati. Shall we carry on, children? Wind by Subramanya Bharati, a very famous Tamil poet and an independence activist. He was a Tamil poet, right? So his work, this poem Wind, was translated by A.K. Ramanujan, also an independence activist and a Kannada and English poet. So let's know something about the poet Chinnaswamy Subramanya Bharati. He was born on 11th December 1882. He was a Tamil writer, poet, journalist, Indian independence activist and social reformer. He was known as Bharatiyar and Mahakavi. He was a pioneer of modern Tamil poetry and is considered one of the greatest literary figures of all time. His works kindled patriotism during the independence. In this poem, the poet ridicules the weak-minded people who succumb before the adversities or problems in their life and are afraid, and they break down when faced with adversities. So this is what the poet is trying to tell us in this poem. Now let's talk about the wind. The wind is great and strong elemental power. See, the wind can be calm and soothing and also very forceful and destructive. Okay, it causes destruction. It is willful and despotic like a monarch. A ruthless monarch who does not listen to anybody, wants to do just what he wants, and is uncontrollable. The wind is just like that. The poet also compares the wind with the ordeals and adversities that we face in life, adversities, problems, difficulties, and the trials and tribulations that we face in our lives. So you can say the wind is actually symbolic of all these ordeals, adversities, trials, and tribulations which man faces in his life. Now let me give you a brief introduction of the poem. The wind is a natural phenomenon. In this poem, the poet addresses the wind. That is, he talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described, and the poet says that wind is destructive. He has linked the destructive power of the wind to the adversities of life. As I told you, the problems and difficulties that we face in life, he has actually linked it to them, and says that the weak people break down, they succumb, but stronger people emerge out of the trials and tribulations in their lives even stronger. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardships of life. A weak person breaks down like a weak building and crumbles. Okay, breaks down, falls, is destroyed. We must make these destructive forces our friends with our strength and determination. So, dear children, I think with this we'll stop and continue in our next class. We'll meet in our next class with the explanation of the poem, and we'll understand the theme and message too, and also the poetic devices. Okay, children, until then, take good care of yourselves. Goodbye.